let's talk about the Hollandaise sauce. It's a sauce that is very easy to make, as long as you know what you're doing and as long as you apply the right techniques, like I always say. The temperature of your mix should not exceed 60 degrees Celsius. So in order to control our temperature, we have a little tricks up our sleeves in France. We don't use a double boiler. We don't use some kind of pan with water. We're just going to be using our hands. You're going to be putting your pan on here. We're going to put our eggs with the water and we're going to start stirring. Okay, let's stir, stir, stir. After a few minutes, we're going to check the temperature. I'm going to take my pan and I'm using my hand. I'm going to do this. Okay, this is how cold 60 degrees is. You can actually touch the bottom of your pan. Now, if I can leave my hand like this for a few seconds, it's not hot enough. In which case, I'll put the mix back and I continue stirring. After a minute or so, I'll take my pan again. If I put my hand, and as soon as I put it, it's like, whoa, that's too hot, I can't leave my hand. This is the sweet spot. At this stage, I'm going to put my pan off the fire because I don't want my eggs to cook. And I'm going to be stirring and stirring and stirring. And we're going to repeat this on and off, and on and off, and on and off. So now let's look at the practical session. These are all the ingredients you need to make a sauce hollandaise. Okay, so it's very not complicated and you can really make it at home. So I've got just one pan, this is my special saucepan, a whisk. I'm using a little bit of cold water, 2 eggs, I'm only going to be using the egg yolk, a little bit of salt, lemon juice out of fresh lemons, and some clarified butter. If you don't know how to make the clarified butter, just look at the link on top of the screen. Okay, so now for the practical stage, how to make the hollandaise sauce. First thing, fire. The lowest of the lowest setting. Take my pan, put the pan on the fire. You then take 2 egg yolks. I'm making a very small amount of sauce for this demonstration, okay? In your egg yolks, you're gonna add a little bit of water. It's cold water. And what you're gonna do is simply create a nice mix with the eggs and the water. And we're gonna keep this, remember, below 60 degrees. Very, very important. So already now, I'm gonna do a temperature check like we've seen before with my hands. That's already hot enough. And I'm gonna continue here. As you can see, my mix is already nice and foamy. I check the temperature again. And I put it back on the fire. That starts to thicken. I'm checking my temperature. That's hot enough. You see? It goes very, very quickly. And before you know it, you could ruin your sauce. So don't take any chances. Take your time. And just leave it off the fire. And continue to blend your mix. I'm going to check my temperature again with my hands. It starts to be cold enough. I'm going to put it a little bit more. And now we can see that the sabayon is now appearing. You can see the bottom of the pan when I'm whipping. And we get that very custardy consistency. Now when you reach that stage, so this is what you need to get. A very creamy, foamy consistency. And you can see the bottom of your pan. You see when I move my whip, you see these 8 I can make? That's a sign of your sauce or your sabayon is now ready. You can now put your fire off. Second stage. You're gonna add your flavoring ingredients. So you can, there's no real order, you can add the salt now. Add a bit of lemon. Not too much. Make sure you mix everything. And now I'm gonna slowly, like a mayonnaise, add some clarified butter. Okay, like a mayonnaise, I'm adding more butter. And I've got my sauce that is almost ready. I'm adding my last part of butter. Okay. And we're done. This is my Hollandaise sauce. Alright, we've done it. Our Hollandaise sauce has been now reserved in a nice presentable dish and it's ready to be served or put simply on the table if you have a guest or just for yourself. You can enjoy it on top of freshly poached eggs or even green asparagus with a bit of smoked salmon. It's absolutely delicious. I've decorated the top with some chives and cayenne pepper, which is something I like. It really adds a nice little kick to it. So that's it for the video of the day. Please subscribe, comment, and I see you next time on our next video. Bye bye.